I can see her lying back in her satin dress, in a room where you do what you don't confess. Sunday.
Happy Homebrew Wednesday. I just want to say I have 2 nipples now. Thank you so much, Wally Feck. Dude, you didn't have to do that. And wow, I was so surprised when I saw the box show up today amongst a lot of activity going on in the yard, which I'll talk about later. But let's get into this. This is the new India Pale Lager, 6.5%, 55 IBUs. I know it's tasty. Wally has talked about this quite a bit. I cannot wait to get into this. So let's, without further ado. All right, the black IPA was good, but he really talked this one up, and oh wow, I can tell this is going to be good. Just watching the bubbles coming up from the bottom. And I love me some IPAs that are anywhere from 6.5 to 7%. That is beautiful. Looks just like the beer that Wally was showing on his Homebrew Wednesday video. Let's go in for a nose. Getting a little bit of more like, everybody says stone fruit, but it's, you know, it's kind of stone fruit. You can kind of smell the lager, you know, it's kind of a weird thing to say. Usually you taste it, but you can kind of smell that real clean, crisp kind of lager quality. You really can't hide when you make a mistake with a lager, and Wally did not make a mistake, I can tell already, because just by the smell. Got a little bit of dankness I stirred up there. Okay, this is a wonderful looking beer. It's got bubbles. I don't know if you can see that kind of streaming up from the bottom there. I just know this is going to be good. Hey, cheers. Thank you, Wally. You know, Josh Hoover said this about one of my beers, Old School actually, when I sent it to him a while back. The first time he tried it. I think the only time he's tried it. You know, he commented how, like, oh, you know, I'm not used to this. I don't normally get this with homebrews. The bittering. The bittering on Wally's beer here, perfecto. It's heavy bittering, but it's extremely smooth bittering, if that makes sense. Kind of I like to say it's the kind of West Coast style of bittering. Getting a little bit of grapefruit now, kind of a citrus grapefruit. But the bittering is perfect. It kind of plays with the sweetness and kind of stays there in the background all the time. Oh, I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it, Wally. This is freaking awesome. So happy. You didn't have to send that box, but I'm glad you did, and you will be well rewarded, my friend. Man, this is awesome. This is better than Tropic. Is it called Tropic Thunder? Hold on, let me get the can. Yeah, Stone Tropic Thunder. If you haven't had this, it's kind of the same deal. It's a tropical lager. This one is looks like 5.8 ABV, but it kind of reminds me of this one, but Wally's is a lot better. Because I said it was kind of tropical, stone fruit kind of deal, with a little bit of the citrus. I think the aroma is better than Tropic Thunder, and the taste blows it out of the park. I think Wally, theirs might be a little clearer, but I don't give a shit, man. This is a good beer, dude. Extremely clean, has that awesome freaking IPA-ish bitterness, so a hint IPL. And he said it was a kind of a new school. I can't remember why he said it was new school. Maybe it's because he threw all the hops in at the end or something. Maybe that's kind of why it got a little bit of haze in it. I'm not sure. I can't remember. I'd have to go back and. But you know, so the story goes. Josh Secor and I were on the chat group, the low lupulin support group, and Wally was talking about his new school style of IPL. So I can't remember. I said, but anyway, I had one version, Josh had another version, and he ended up with nipple, and it stuck. No pun intended. But anyway, this thing is freaking rocking, Wally. Oh, well done, my man. Okay, it's a weird week this week. My wife left yesterday. She's away for a business trip all week. She had a rough morning. Her hotel, I guess it was her room was cold. There was no hot air, and then she got up to take a shower, and there was no hot water. So one thing led to another. And then, you know, when I called her or talked to her or chatted with her, she was waiting for the bell person to come up and get her to a new room, which isn't really good for that hotel because Heather's the one that writes the check for this conference. So yeah. Anyway, so got that going on, and so she's gone for the week. So it's me and the two kids. My mother-in-law, she flew in on Tuesday, so Heather flew out. Her mother-in-law flew in, so she's keeping kind of the glue while, you know, the house doesn't go up into flames while my wife's gone, which, you know, it's a fair risk. So, and also today we had, my daughter had a great day today. She's giddy right now. She loves the movie, the whole movie series of How to Train Your Dragon. She's probably like I was about Star Wars, about How to Train Your Dragon. Loves her some How to Train Your Dragon. Well, she found out today that she plays concert band. She's a flutist, and I think next year when she goes to high school, she's going to try to get into the marching band and do concert band. But she was awarded today a solo part for the How to Train Your Dragon musical that they're going to play at their next concert. So she is like, I mean, just so giddy right now. It's really cute to watch. So happy for her. My son isn't doing good. I'm sorry, I'm just kind of babbling about the family, but my son he's doing guitar lessons, and I told him I wanted him to learn to play the guitar solo or the electric guitar to Hammer to Fall, my favorite Queen song. So we'll see if he gets that going. And we have almost finished the last step of our house project, which started out being a back porch around the pool, concrete. You saw that already. Then we found out we had to actually go ahead and do the driveway, which we hadn't planned on. They poured the concrete on that today. I'll show some video from that, and it looks great. Great. I'm very happy. My wife, I sent her some pictures because she's like all beside herself because she, you know, this is her baby. You know, she does all the home improvement stuff, all the plans and everything. She's like the dean architect. So yeah, I'm running a little long. Okay. So also this weekend had yesterday the Caps guaranteed their spot in the playoffs. Bam! By beating the Hurricanes 3-1. Good game, or 4-1. Good game. And then I think they play the Hurricanes again tomorrow. So that'll be fun. And this past weekend, I had a brew day. I did what I'm going to call, I don't know, Josh Secor had a good one, Paradricio, or Paradrice IPA, or Paradrice, I was going to call it Dry PA, or Dry Paradiso, Dry Paradise. And I don't know, I haven't figured out the name yet. But through the glucoamylase in, when I pitched the yeast, I used Imperial Flagship. I did a grist bill of, well, you'll see. It's mostly base, a Pilsner base and some other stuff, and then. brewed IPA today. Got a lot of got some malted white wheat, mostly Pilsner as a base, and I got some flaked rice. Never used that before, so that's kind of cool. And striking right now. I figure with 10 pounds of grain and all the measurements of my mash tun, I should strike in at 166 to hit my desired mash temp of 150. So I'll come back in a minute. All right, striked in. I just got to get up to 150. That was pretty close. Gotta love Beer Smith. Okay, happy Homebrew Wednesday. So doing a brute IPA today. The hops, I've already talked about the grain bill. This is the hops I'm going to use. The last 10 minutes is when I start the hops. I think I got some Columbus, quarter ounce of Columbus coming in the last 10 minutes, and then I'm doing a pretty major whirlpool with 3 ounces of Falconer's Flight and 1 ounce of Amarillo. So I'm striked in. It's just short of 10 o'clock, and the strike temperature is 150. So see how this goes. All right, starting to sparge. This is the lightest. Well, I don't know. Maybe a Municalis was that light, but this brewed IPA recipe is extremely light color. Kind of cool. Ended up collecting 7 gallons. 7 gallons, I got 1049, so I overshot my pre-boil. Post-boil, I want to be 1056. So if I go to 1049 to 1056, I'm gonna have to do a pretty low intense, kind of a very slow boil. You know, because I should be at like just over 6 gallons, and that'll give me 1056. So I'll have to keep an eye on that. Cheers. Getting close to hot break. Yep. Okay, I've got a pretty low boil set, so I want to come back in 15 minutes. And I should see, there's the top. I should see the top of the fluid drop to the top of this binder, blue binder clip. That'll be about 25% of what I need to get to the right target gravity, or target volume. We'll see. This is a Falconer's Flight Amarillo bath. It smells good. It was specified hops, and it's been bubbling away since Saturday. It's on its 4th day. Bubbles are very slow right now, so I'll probably give it to Saturday. Then I'll check the gravity. Should be down to 1002, somewhere around there. Hope so. And then I'll pitch in the dry hops, mostly Falconer's Flight and some Amarillo. So hoping I do well on that. I still got to box you guys up some beers. I owe you guys, or want to send out a lot of beer mails. Certainly my man Wally. And the Remorseful Leprechaun didn't come out the way I want, so I might throw those in there just so you can, you know, just for shits and giggles. But I'm thinking I want to wait until the brewed IPA is ready so I can get some of those bottles in. I think it's going to be, hopefully it's going to be good, and I think it'll be worthy. I'd hate to send off the beer mails and then have a really cool IPA come out. So it's only going to be another, I don't know, week or so, probably. You know, go to the dry hop and get it in the keg and gas it up. So I don't know, maybe next weekend I can bottle some up. So anyway, we'll see how that goes. That's my Homebrew Wednesday for today. Sorry for all the babbling. It's been a lot of crazy stuff going on. Have yourself a happy homebrew and have a very, very happy nipple Homebrew Wednesday. Cheers. Man, I wish I had this for the freaking hockey game yesterday, but I got one for Thursday. Got my second one. Cheers all.